I got to clear my mind of some stuff, but when I get up there, I got to do what I got to do. Why? Because success is not a feeling. It's a mindset. I need you to clear your mind of every single thing that's in it that's stopping you from being successful. The first one is what everybody else thinks. One, here's what I need y'all to do for me. I only need you to worry about what one person thinks. Right? I know this is gonna blow some of y'all mind. But why is it that your parents, great human beings, great character, they're not entrepreneurs? How is it that they can make you feel bad about something that you're doing that they know absolutely nothing about? No, you think I'm playing when I say one. I mean it. You got to be on one accord. So whatever the 10 principles or the 20 principles or the 30 principles, if you're not going to do all the principles that he's doing, if you're not going to have mindset he has, you're not going to be able to get the stuff. You're not going to be able to do you can't do 50-50. It's not a 50-50 split. You can't decide I'm going to do this part, but I'm not going to do this part. Does that make sense? That's what I mean about being on one accord. No, when I say one accord, I mean if I get slapped right here, I got to let you slap me over there. Now, I'm from Detroit, Chicago originally. I wasn't raised like that. But once I decided that the good book was going to be my guide, if you smack me here, tell me, let me smack you there. It's no 50-50. It's not you smack me here, but no, I don't follow this part. I don't do this part. Like, okay, I'm good, but not this part. You ain't gonna let nobody smack me. They smack me, I'm smacking them back. It's not eye for an eye too. That's not what it is. You better hear what I'm saying. I don't care how much money I make. The good book says I'm supposed to return the tithe. So I return the tithe, then I bless the church with a little bit more money. Then I bless other. It's not a 50-50. I don't get to choose which parts I like and which parts I don't. And some of you are not successful because you picking and choosing. All right, I'm gonna say it again. I'm saying like you didn't really like that part. I'm gonna say it one more time. Some of you are not successful not because you can't do this business. Number one, you're listening to people who have no business in your ears. Stop. It works. It works. High school dropout. America, it works if you work it. You can have and be and do whatever you want. I told you, I got a coach. I had to pay to learn how to listen. Okay, you missed that one. That's a bonus. No, you missed that. I had to get a coach to teach me to stop going this way and stop going this way and follow what I'm told. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. I had to get, how many of you honestly, you don't have a coach? Raise your hand, be honest. You don't have a coach. Be honest, raise your hand. You don't have a coach. You need a coach to teach you how to get people out your ear. You need a coach to teach you how to go even when you don't feel like going. You need a coach to make you wake up and think about your family. You need a coach to help you get, please listen to me. Nothing is impossible. That's a mindset. Write this down. I need to do something serious about my limiting beliefs. I want you to take this word out of your vocabulary. I shouldn't even say it, but some of you have it, so I have to say it. Write it down on your phone, please. I need you to replace fear with faith. No more fear. Jim Rohn said, all of us, we got the same ending. We're gonna die. So if you know you're going to die, why are you playing it safe? Like if you know you're gonna die, why are you listening to other people tell you about your life? If you're gonna die, why don't you live your own life? Man, that's what I loved about my grandma. She drove until she was 89 years old. She died in her own home. She didn't die nowhere else. My grandma lived her life on her terms. My grandma got her hair done every 2 weeks. She still was getting her hair done. She was still going and getting massage. She was still going to get manicure and pedicure. With the little money she had, she lived life on her terms. And guess what? There were some people in my family that didn't like the fact that she lived life on her terms and didn't care what they thought. But you know what? She died on her terms. You're gonna die anyway. Don't die on your grandma's terms. You're gonna die anyway. Don't die on your friend's terms. You're gonna die anyway. Don't die on your parents' terms. If you're gonna die, die on your own terms. I don't know, it's crazy. Michigan State didn't accept prayer. It was the weirdest thing. I'm like, Michigan State, we're a praying family. They're like, good, pray for $50,000 a year, each one of them. You're gonna have to pray, each one get 50 grand, because that's how much it's gonna cost. right? So then I put my kids through school, and then there are other kids who are great students who need to go to schools, but their parents didn't do what they were supposed to do financially, so now I got to put them in school. So now there's 20 kids last year I took to the Super Bowl. It cost me $200,000 to take all those kids to the Super Bowl. I put them in the best hotel in San Diego. I took them on the bus back and forth to LA every day. I took them to the Super Bowl experience, 200 grand. Now it's another group, I'm taking the same kids to Dubai. It's gonna cost me another 200 grand. I said, God, I'm sorry, I need to be a billionaire. I'm sorry, I need to be a billionaire. I didn't know it was gonna cost this much. Oh, come on, I'm talking to somebody. The reason you don't have money is because you don't even know why you need money. I need you to figure out why you need it. You're going to get the car. If you are a part of this organization, you are at this conference driven, you're going to get the dream car. You're going to get the house. I want you to get the money that you can help other people do that. So number one, what's the desired outcome? How many people you just didn't have a number to put down? You just like, I can't even put a number down. Let me see your hand. You couldn't put a number down. How many of you could put a number down? Let me see your hand. All right, so we got to start here. It's a desire. Every desire you have, it comes from within. And if there's a desire that comes from within, it means you have the ability to do it. You wouldn't think of it if you couldn't do it. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, make some noise. You couldn't think of something you couldn't do. Come on, make some noise. Let me tell you something. You could dream all you want. Kid came to me the other day. He's about 24 years old. He wants to be an animator. Everybody dogging him out. He was like, E.T., maybe my dreams are too big. I said, no such thing. Ain't nothing wrong with your dreams. Your strategy is off, though. Your dreams are great. Keep your big dreams. The people who dog you out is probably people with small dreams. Don't worry about them. You're going to run across a lot of them. You're going to run across a lot of average people who don't think big. Don't let that disturb you. Don't let that distract you. You keep your goals, but I need to know the steps. What steps are you going to take to make that happen? What you going to do on Monday? I don't see that. What you going to do on Tuesday? Like you just showing me your dream. I don't see what you doing on Wednesday. What time you getting up on Saturday? What you doing on the weekend when everybody else chilling? Show me your plan. Don't just show me your dreams. So if we going to win 58, we're going to have some steps to go with that. All doable. I walked in here, bro. Some of y'all too tall to walk in the door. You got what it, you got the athleticism. Now we need to plan. You got to be intentional and deliberate. I don't wear Reebok. Ain't nothing wrong with Reebok. I just don't wear them. I don't know nobody other than the pumps, you know what I'm saying, in the dump. I don't really know a lot of people that wear. I know Nike. I wear Muhammad Ali for a reason. I wear J's for a reason. I ain't trying to be fashionable. Muhammad Ali was the best to do it, and I saw him as a kid. I was born in the 70s. I saw him go to work. I watched MJ do his thing. I don't wear it because I'm fashionable. I wear it because I want to be associated. I want to be around greatness. I know what Nike represents. Serena with him. Kobe was with him. Jordan was with him. You got to be intentional and deliberate. Now, here's what I mean when I say 120. So I had a guy the other day, I was on the phone with a guy, and he said he was a Laker fan from back in the day. I was like, oh, what era? He was like, Kobe, Gasol. I was like, all right, do me a favor. You really a Laker fan? He's like, yeah. I was like, name everybody that played on the squad that year. He couldn't name them. I said, bro, I thought you said you was a Laker fan. Like, I can't name them. I ain't no Laker fan. I'm from Detroit. I'm a Piston fan. I can't name them. I can name Isaiah Dumars. I can name them all. John Sally. I can name them Rodman. I can name Lambeer. I can name them. Buddha, Microwave. I can name them. Name them. He couldn't name them. I said, who can you name? He said, I can name Kobe, Gasol, and Odom. I was like, who was the best out of all of them? They said Kobe. I said, absolutely, 120. The reason why you can't name the other jokers, not because they didn't play on the team and not because they weren't professional, but they weren't given 120. So you don't remember who they were. And you went to a whole bunch of the games. They were professional, but they weren't 120. You'll never forget Kobe. He was 120. Not perfect, but 120. He gave everything he had. Mike was 120. Gave everything he had. 120. Michael Phelps, 120. Serena, 120. I'm saying to you, that since you have to give an effort anyway, it might as well be 120. Why? Because when you do 120, you ain't never got to work again. You can name some dudes in the league that won 120, they got jobs now. Kobe never had to work again. Mike never had to work again. Why? Because they were high. Serena will never work again. Michael Phelps will never work again. He didn't just swim. He was a swimmer. Serena was the best that ever do it. I'm telling you, here's what I know it's going to take to get to 58. It's going to take your best game every night. How do you get your best game? I don't have the slightest idea. I get my best game by getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. People say to me all the time, you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, have you lost your mind? I say, have you lost yours? I live in America. You mean to tell me I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and be a multimillionaire? You mean to tell me I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can go get a master's and a PhD, I can be a New York Times bestseller? You mean to tell me I can take care of my family by getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I can take a nap whenever I want to? I'll do whatever it takes. I've been getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning since I'm about 19, 20. First hour I dedicate to God. Next hour, my accountability crew. Next hour, a little walking. I'll try not to do too much exercise. You feel me? I'll be seeing people, I'm like, you about to die. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. I'm just going to walk. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the old ladies just walking in the mall. They old. I don't see them lifting no weights and doing no burpees and nothing like that. They just walking for an hour. I was like, that's what I like that. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just being real. If you live in a third world country, I don't care what time you get up. I don't care what time you go to bed. You in a third world country. You can't be an NBA star. You can't be an NFL star. You guys have an opportunity of a lifetime, and it's a short window. I'm telling you, it's a short window. You're not going to be doing this at 47 years old, 58 years old, 62. So if you got 10 years, why not give 120? Because if you give 120, man, it feel good, bro. I get 120. I'm walking through I'm talking about airport. I'm going out to eat. Cats like, I love it too, because, you know, I grew up in the African-American community. So, you know, bros be coming up to me like, what up, E.T.? Like, bro, I don't be taking pictures with grown men, but. I'm like, bro, you ain't got, it's all good. You ain't going to lose your masculinity, bro. E, you changed my life, bro. You got me ironing my wife's clothes. You helped my mom get through chemotherapy, bruh. It feels good giving 120 and know when I die that my name will live forever. My videos will live forever. It feels good knowing that I own my own dynasty and I run my own life because I gave 120. And was it difficult? Absolutely it was. Did I want to chill out while other people was on the plane playing video games and watching movies? I wanted to watch it too, but I was working on my dissertation. It was worth it. That dissertation was worth it. The master's was worth it. The GED was worth it. The writing the book. I'm asking you to do me a favor. I'm asking you, if you're going to get to 58, you can't give me 70-30. You can't give me 60-40. You can't give me 75-25. You can't give me 80-20. You are going against some other dudes in this league who have won and they tasted success and they don't want to give it up. They tasted it, y'all. They felt what it felt like to be on the bus. I know what it's like to be on the bus. I know what it feels like, guys. There are people who live that lifestyle and they not trying to give it up. You got to take it from them. Ain't nobody trying to give it up. Kids come here all the time. E.T., I'm going to take your spot. How? I want you to take it, but I'm not giving it to you. I want you to be the next great speaker. I do. If you had 100 of me in the school system, 100 of me in the prisons, it wouldn't be enough for all the crime and what our kids are going through. It wouldn't be enough. But I'm not about to give it to you. You got to come take it.